Hello, everybody. This is Howard, the Teaserking, coming to you with Week 2 in the NFL. My locks hit last week in the NFL. Very, very nice. New England and Green Bay both winning relatively comfortable. A couple of late touchdowns by Pitt in Chicago, but they were with very little time remaining. You didn't have a big sweat in either of the games. Um, just a beautiful play. I have a nice lock this week, very very strong. Um, what can I say? I love both games. Both games should win, and both games are getting points. I had Denver last night. I had them +9, so when the score was 17-17 throughout most of the fourth quarter, I felt really comfortable. And it's just you just wanted the clock to run, and then when KC scored, you just wanted Manning to move the ball down, and then they tie it, which is great. They get the touchdown. I didn't care. I didn't care if it went to overtime because it could only score 6 in overtime. We had 9. So Teaserking gets another one with Denver. Looking at the lineup, there's about 9 or 10 games that I really like. Let's touch on a few of them. Um, Let's go to Cleveland laying 1 to Tennessee or even. I like Tennessee here getting, well, preferably getting 7. I don't care if McCann or Manziel quarterbacks. I like Tennessee's defense with LeBeau. I like, I don't buy Mariota yet. Yeah, he had a good game. I think he'll be a good player. I think he's much better than Winston. Um, I just see that I don't think Cleveland's very good. I don't think they can, I don't think you can say they're going to win the game. I think this game's dead even, and a dead even game. I like the points. Tennessee was on the road against Tampa, so they got no problem winning on the road. I think Mariota makes a difference. I just think that their defense is better with LeBeau, and I think that's the key here. I don't see Cleveland blowing out anybody. But I think Tennessee gets the confidence with the big win at Tampa that they can go to Cleveland and win. So I like Tennessee. Um, Miami laying 6 to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a really weak home dog. I just think Miami's got too much defense here. I don't like Tannehill. I think he stinks. But I think he can do enough here to get the W. I mean, they had trouble at Washington last week, which was a joke. But Jacksonville just is weak. I don't really like Bortles. I think Tannehill's better than Bortles, and I don't like Tannehill at all. But the trends favor Miami here. They're decent road favorite. Jacksonville is a terrible home dog. And I get into it with some other analysts about trends, and they don't believe in them. And the reason I do believe in them is because it works. You're getting the psychology of the team. Are they a good home dog? Are they a good road favorite? Are they weak or strong? And as long as the coach is there and the majority of the players are there, it does carry over year to year. And that's really the key to it. So you can match it. Basically, it's giving you the matchup. And that's what I'm looking for is the matchup here. So I do play the trends, and I don't just play the trends. I look at injuries, but basically the trends are the matchups. The players feel very comfortable at home or on the road, but it does bear out. Certain teams are very good in certain roles and very bad in certain roles. So anyway, that's how I kind of do it, and it's very, very successful. I found the Holy Grail was, one of my buddies said, you found the Holy Grail, and I totally agree to him. Let's talk about the Green Bay-Seattle game. Green Bay laying 3.5. Seattle is 11-0 as a road dog since 2009, I believe. They get pretty pissed when they go on the road and they're the underdog, and they have a team that's strong enough to win any game. It doesn't matter home or road. Now you have a double quandary here because Green Bay is 14-2 as a home favorite, 28-5 over the long run. So what you have is a 28-5 home favorite for the last 5 or 6 years versus a 11-0 road dog. And so what you have here is Green Bay normally wins at home, and Seattle gets really pissed when they're the dog. Um, I like, in these type of games, I rank the game even. You don't make a living betting against Seattle. You don't make a living betting against Green Bay, New England, Denver. You never really want to bet against the best teams. You do want to either play them or you lay off of them. But when you get a New England Green Bay game or a New England Seattle game, that's even. And then Giant against Giant, you take the dog. I took the dog when Green Bay played New England in Green Bay, and we won with New England in 9 or 10 in that game. Again, Green Bay won by 5, so they are good at home, but New England was a great dog. And you have the same thing here. You have Seattle, great dog, off of a loss. They're going to be pissed. As far as I know, Russell Wilson's the quarterback. They got their normal receivers. You got Richard Sherman. You got everybody there. Yeah, it's a revenge game for Green Bay, but I don't buy revenge games, Green Bay, Seattle. Maybe if Green Bay lost to the Lions, I could revenge it, but not Green Bay, Seattle. No such thing as a revenge in this game. I think it's just matchups. Russell Wilson played terrible, and they still won the game. Granted, the onside kick was the reason. And but I see Seattle off of a loss, going to be very, very tough here. Green Bay's not really a blowout team against a team like Seattle. Even in the playoffs against Dallas, when they played Detroit in the last week of the season, they don't blow you out. I mean, they got Rodgers and he'll win the game, but they're not. Let's remember they don't have Jordy Nelson. Everybody says Seattle doesn't have whatchamacallit, their big safety, but Green Bay doesn't have Jordy Nelson either. So let's remember that. And I think both teams need those players. So take Seattle plus the 9.5. I like betting teams off of a loss, which leads me to Indy on Monday night, lane 7 to the Jets. I don't buy the Jets are any good. I think they'll be better when they start Bryce Petty at quarterback. I think he'll be a good player. But at this point, Andrew Luck off of a loss at home. They can't go 0-2. They'll take Indy laying 1 on Monday night. So you have Seattle, you have Indy, you got Miami, Tennessee. Those are most of my plays. Another weak home dog is Washington. Not only are they weak, they're weak against everything. I mean, they're just a terrible. The trend is like almost 90% if you bet against them the last 2 or 3 years. You just tease against them and you win. They're just a terrible team. I like St. Louis in 3 there, but really it's just betting against. It's just like whoever Washington plays, bet against them. Whoever Jacksonville plays, you bet against them. So we'll see. But anyway, big lock going Sunday and a few other games. So good luck, everybody. This is the Teaserking with Week 2's games. Been red hot on the locks. Only had one losing lock team was Arkansas last week, but had 5 locks that won and won the lock the first week. So I'm much more focused on the lock, and I have a really, really strong one that both teams should win. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Again, this is Howard the Teaser King, www.teaserking.com. Stop by. You can buy the week, you can buy the month, whatever you want to do. I'm here to help you and make you money. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. Good luck.